Hello, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good and taking good care of yourselves and studying regularly. Now, if you remember me, I'm your English teacher, Miss Ritika Mathur, and I have already talked about nouns in details to you in my previous module. Today, I brought another module for you which consists of a topic of vocabulary, that is idioms. But before we started working on idioms, I would like to first of all discuss the answers of the exercise of nouns which I gave you in my first module. So I hope all of you must have attempted these exercises in your notebook, and in case you don't have your fair notebooks with you, you could have done this in your rough copies. Okay, the first exercise consisted of abstract nouns. You were supposed to find out the abstract nouns of the words given in the bracket. So here are the answers before you. Please go through the answers and check if your answers are wrong or right. In case they are wrong, please make the correction and especially pay attention at the spellings. The next question consisted of collective nouns. Okay, the third exercise consisted of countables and uncountable nouns. You were supposed to mark whether the underlined words were countable or uncountable. Just go through the answers. The things which can be counted easily in numbers, we call them countable nouns, and things which we cannot count in numbers, we have a special unit for them, are called uncountable. So I hope this topic nouns and their types are very clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, you are free to ask me in the comment section. Okay, some parents and children are asking about the syllabus for PT1 and the paper pattern, how paper comes in literature. So here I am presenting before you the course for your periodic test. Your English paper will be consisted of 5 sections. Section A will be of reading comprehension, where an unseen passage or a poem would be given to you, and the question related to that passage you have to answer. Then section B will be your writing skills, and for PT1 you have formal letter and picture composition in your course. Section C will be consisted of grammar part, where you have nouns, determiners and zero articles. Section D will be the vocabulary part, and here this time in the course you will have idioms and synonyms. Then section E will be of literature, and you have chapter 1 Meeting Suzanne and lesson 2 Wild Duck in your course, along with 2 poems, Dust of Snow and Travel. So today I have decided to take up a topic from vocabulary, that is idioms. In today's module, you are going to study about idioms. Yes, idioms. It's a very interesting topic and you will be enjoying going through them. So first of all, I will be telling you what are idioms. Then we'll discuss the importance of idioms, why we use idioms in a language. Then I'll be telling you about 10 commonly used idioms with their meanings and examples. Then it will be followed by 2 exercises for you all to attempt. So have you all buckle yourself to go through the idioms? Yes, that's good. Okay, first of all, the question arises that what is an idiom? So an idiom is a phrase or an expression or a combination of words that has a different meaning from the literal meaning. For example, if I say learning idioms is a piece of cake. Now you must be wondering what learning idioms is to do with a piece of cake. Is ma'am offering us a piece of cake? No, my dear children, I'm not offering any piece of cake to you right now, but surely we'll do when we'll meet in class. But here this expression means something very easy. So learning idiom is a very easy task. I'm sure it is. Okay. Next is another example. Hit the books. Now, if I ask you to go and hit the books, will you literally go and hit your books? Please, I'm afraid don't do that. Hit the books actually means to go and study books. Now you got me. Okay, so idioms are word combinations that have different figurative meaning than the literal meanings of each word or phrase. So figurative meaning means a special meaning, a meaning which is beyond the natural or the actual meaning of the word. Idioms makes our language more colorful. Now, if I can say, with the present scenario, I can say that because of this COVID-19, we are all in hot water. Now, you must be again thinking that what are we? Are we standing in hot water? No. Here, this is also an idiom which means that we are all in great trouble because of the spread of this coronavirus. So instead of saying something in a very simple language, I have used an idiom to make it more impressive. Okay, now the question arises that what are the importance of idioms? Why are we supposed to use them? And what effect will it create on our speech? They have a great importance in our language. Now, use of idioms is advanced level of communication in English language. They are really wonderful part of language which help in perfectly expressing higher feelings in a really entertaining way. Now suppose if I say that the dog is running very fast. This sentence will sound very normal. But if I say the dog is running lightning fast, am I sure that this sentence is making more effect on the listener? Yes, it has become a very catchy phrase. Now, we can use idioms to express something more vividly and often more briefly. That is, we can express something very clearly and even in short form by using idioms. For example, if I have to say, oh, yesterday it was the last day to submit the project and I was working the whole night to complete it. I'm so tired. So instead of saying all this, I can simply say that I had completed my project at the 11th hour. At the 11th hour means at the very last moment. So idioms makes my language more impressive and a bit advanced. So idioms give us much more details and expressions than just a normal adjective. So they help us to push our English to a higher level. If you use the idioms in your writing and your speech, you are gone a sound much more advanced. Your speech will become really very impressive and effective. And I'm sure you are able to score better in your exams. So now you have learned that what are idioms and why are they important. Now, are you ready to learn some commonly used idioms? So next I'm telling you some 10 commonly used idioms which you have to learn along with their meanings, and you should be able to frame very interesting and meaningful sentences out of those idioms. So are you ready to have a joyride with me learning these idioms? Come on, let's get started. The first idiom is the apple of my eye. What do you mean by apple of my eye? Can you guess it? The apple of my eye means someone very dear, very close to us. Now I can use this idiom in my sentence like, she has 3 children, but her youngest son is the apple of her eye. Or we can also say that I am at the apple of my father's eye. So try and make your own sentences. The second idiom is a penny saved is penny earned. Now, what do you mean by this? How can a penny saved be a penny earned? Yes, this is also an idiom. It means saving money is wise. Saving money is as if like you are earning money because it can be used in the future. For example, I'll use this phrase or this idiom in a sentence. It is difficult to tell this generation that a penny saved is a penny earned. They just love to spend money on gadgets and hate saving. So I hope it's clear to you. Okay, the third idiom is the cat is out of the bag. Now, who's carrying a cat in a bag? And why is he or she letting out the cat? Actually, it's again an idiom and it also has a figurative meaning. It means to reveal the secret. So we can use this in a sentence like this. We tried to keep the party a surprise for my mother, but my sister let the cat out of the bag. Oh, poor girl. The secret was revealed. So now you also should use this phrase or this idiom in your sentences. Okay, now the fourth idiom is it's raining cats and dogs. Now don't start imagining that next time when it will rain, you will have dogs and cats also falling along with the water droplets. No, don't go into the literal meaning of the words. It's again an idiom which means raining very heavily or raining very hard. When it is raining profusely, you can use this idiom. For example, the match got started, but soon it started raining cats and dogs, and so it got cancelled. Another example, in the middle of the picnic, it started to rain cats and dogs, and everybody got soaked. I hope you're all enjoying these idioms. Now comes the fifth one. When pigs fly. What? Have you ever seen a pig flying? I haven't. So what it could mean? Just think about it. Okay, I'll tell you. When pigs fly means something that will never happen, something which is impossible to take place. For example, I asked my boss if I could go on a 2-month vacation, and he said, yes, when pigs fly. Uh, isn't it very funny? Yes. So I hope you're enjoying them and please learn the idiom along with the meaning. It's time for the next idiom and it is break a leg. Oh my god, what is it? Break a leg? Please, again I'm warning you, don't go into the literal meaning. Don't go and break somebody's leg. It has a deeper or a figurative meaning. Break a leg means, can you guess? Okay, it means to wish someone good luck. Yes, it's unbelievable now. How can breaking a leg be related to wishing someone luck? That's the trick. Okay, so we can use it in a sentence like this. I hope you break a leg at your job interview tomorrow. Another example, when the team went out for the final match, the coach shouted, break a leg. So here we can use this phrase or this idiom to wish someone good luck. So next time you can also use this idiom to wish your friends. Okay, the seventh idiom is to get cold feet. Now, what is the meaning of getting cold feet? To stand on ice cubes? No, dear children, it's nothing like that. Don't ever try to do this. So, the real meaning or the figurative meaning of this idiom is to get nervous. If you get cold feet about something, you become nervous or frightened about it because you think it will fail. So getting cold feet has a deeper meaning. Let me give you some examples. The robber has got cold feet when the dog started barking. Another example, he got cold feet when he heard the news of his transfer to remote area of the country, just hundreds of miles away from the hometown. So to get cold feet means to get nervous and frightened about something. Okay, the next very interesting and commonly used idiom is to add fuel to fire. Now imagine if already there is some fire and if you'll go and add fuel to it, what will happen? There will be a great blast. So please don't do this literally. Actually, this idiom also has a figurative and a deeper meaning. To add fuel to fire means to make already bad situation worse, to aggravate the situation. For example, the boss was already angry with you. Your coming late to office has added fuel to fire. Another common example, the mother was very angry with Rohan and the teacher's complaint against Rohan added fuel to the fire. I hope you're enjoying. Okay, next, to burn midnight oil. Again, this is a very common and interesting idiom, and I hope you all must be following this during your exams. Now, to burn midnight oil, what it could mean? It means to do lot of hard work, to work day and night to complete your project or to study. Especially children do this during exam time. So it means to stay up late, working or study. Okay, so let me give you some examples. She takes her exams next week, so she's burning the midnight oil. I have to burn the midnight oil to complete the project work. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Next, the last and the 10th one is a hard nut to crack. Yes, some nuts are very, very hard to crack. Now, what it could mean? Yes, it means something very difficult, a difficult thing or a difficult problem, which is really impossible to solve. Okay, some examples. It is a hard nut to crack for us, but only strong team make it to the semi-final. The last question in the maths paper was a hard nut to crack. Another very simple example could be climbing Mount Everest is a hard nut to crack. So I hope the meaning is clear along with the idiom. Okay, so in this module you have learned 10 interesting and commonly used idioms and I hope you have enjoyed learning them. Make sure that you remember their meaning and you are able to use them in your sentences. Now let's move to exercises. Now the first exercise is you have to match these idioms with their meaning. In column A, the idioms are given and in column B, their meanings are given. So you have to match them. Okay, the second question is make meaningful and interesting sentences from the 10 idioms that you have learned in this module. Write these sentences in your English notebooks. And if you have not got your English notebooks, you can do it in some rough papers very neatly and in a presentable manner so that you can paste those papers in your new notebooks as soon as they are available. So I hope you have enjoyed learning these idioms, and make sure that you use these idioms while talking with your friends, while having a conversation with your parents, and in your answers, in your writing skills, especially if you want to score better marks, use these idioms and keep learning more. Okay, there should never be a stop to anything. If you are interested, please go through and read more and more idioms and use them in your language. Thank you. Have a nice day and take care.